the individual classes records. So that you'll have to speak to the Fischler about that one, mate.
Yeah. I'm probably wrong and someone's nicked it already.
Here we go. I doubt it very much. Away we go then. It's Hardy, Wallington off the line very sharply indeed. Made a decent start. It could be Scott Halliday, maybe it's Aaron Dakin. One of those two from the second row. It might have slotted up as far as second, actually, or maybe third behind Wallington. But it is definitely the Maxter who leads the way down into Wilson's for the first time. As he hooks his way around there very nicely indeed, comes out of the corner, gasses the sucker up towards Palmer, and he's opening up a little bit of a gap already. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. He wants to break the opposition once again, show them a clean set of Pirellis as he comes down. But I'll tell you what, Luke Wallington's trying to go with him this time.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 bike lengths behind as we break up for Agostini's. Got some good heat in those tyres already, and
between them, maybe
maybe 4 now. It's, I think he got good drive there. I think it's that Constantina effect slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, but it closes a little bit through Hamilton's, doesn't it? And Oggies, yeah, no, he's going well. He's trying to position himself for that toe, isn't he? That's what he's doing. Somebody going wide in about 5th place there. Krabiecki trying to take advantage of it. They close him back down there. Let's see how the slipstream works with these big bikes. It's not as long, but could be, no, it won't be effective from that distance. Hardy is absolutely, that must have been a wobble for Wallington somewhere around the back there, because all of a sudden he gets his head in the shed, and Hardy
It's really easy to run just that bit too wide on the rumble strip out there to get into that back straight.
What's the rumble strip like coming out there?
Yeah, good. The rumble strips are good actually. Like you can use them a lot.
Yep. That was the other thing we were talking about, the track walk actually. You have a look at the rumble strips, you see which ones you can and can't use. Of course, some rumble strips are bike friendly.
That's right. Palmer's is like that, and so is the ETF from
Harold Williams. That's the one. Yeah.
Well, this is closed up still.
Yeah, no, over the line. That's going to be a couple of tenths. No, less than a couple of tenths. 0.183. Dakin is in third. Then it's Halliday, Krabiecki, Harrison, Pierce, Wood. Smith goes tumbling down the order, of course, which gives Tyler Donovan is out there. So sorry, Tyler Donovan fans, that wasn't him. He wasn't on the grid. It was Jamie Thomas, I think, who's not out there. So my apologies to anybody associated with Tyler Donovan. In fact, Tyler, far from being out of the race, he's leading the retros at the moment, and he's got a really big gap over Kilty. He's got about a dozen or so bikes, or half a dozen or so bikes between himself and Kilty. So that's a very good result for Donovan there.
Well, these two are still together out here going into Agos, Hardy and Wallington. Wallington is not giving Hardy any breather whatsoever. He is right behind him.
Yeah, no, after that original start, I thought Hardy might run away with this one like he saw yesterday.
He's gone for the overtake. Wallington's gone for the overtake up into Oggies. Can he hold the line? No, he managed to hold the tight line. So back underneath goes Hardy.
But Hardy knows he's got competition now. There's no doubt. It probably would have hurt him, but now for sure you've seen him. Yeah, I was looking at that. It's only a short shoot from Hamilton's to Oggies, isn't it? So you've got to try and position yourself. You come out way over on the right.
Wallington has got a fraction of the toe here. We might be getting a look-see down here at the end of the straight under the bridge.
Well, the bikes have come through into Brundles, then Nelson's. Can't tell what
I think it's still Max Hardy in the lead.
Well, we get visual confirmation as they come back on the side here at Cornwall. Yeah, that's the Maxter.
And we seem to have a race on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
We certainly do, yeah. So Luke Wallington knows how to win a race, but so does Max Hardy. He's 17, 6'3", 17-year-old. So don't forget how young Max is. This is what we forget. You see, these guys were used to being a bit more, a few more years under their belts on these suckers. Over the line they go, separated by a quarter of a second actually, because Max goes fastest of all with a 55.266, with a 55.325 for the man behind him, who actually goes fastest in the first sector. So that's clearly Wallington's strength, working that toe very nicely indeed. Dakin stays in third, Halliday, Krabiecki, Cranston. A bit of a change behind them as March goes past on Pierce as well. Wood stays where he is in ninth ahead of Collins. Looks like Donovan has moved, so he's really securing his place in that retro championship as we go up to Agostini's once again. Hardy with that 3-4 bike length advantage. hooks it into Agostini's, but this is where we saw Wallington come on strong through Hamilton's. Oh, that's a good lead though that Hardy's got. He's come out of the corner very strongly there. Does he do so well at Hamilton's though?
Yeah, I think we're going to see that in a minute, whether or not, because Wallington's lap time, he's on his lap times from the last race pretty much.
Yep.
He's about 2/10 outside of that, whereas Hardy was in the 54s last time.
Okay.
So we're going to have to see if Max Hardy has got, like, you know, if he's used all his rubber up,
yeah,
and whether or not he can make 54s again or increase.
That's what I was going to say to you. The thing with these bikes is that the fresh rubber can make a lot of difference, and
yeah.
obviously it's expensive tyres. We're not taking anything away because throwing rubber in every single race gets very, very expensive. So you'd like to get 2, maybe 3 races out of your tyres. Some people might chuck in a new tyre for the last race,
or spin them, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You can do all sorts of things. Just so it could definitely be a tyre definite thing going on here. As you say, Max has not quite been able to pick up the pace. We know he's capable of going quicker. He proved that in the last race. All of a sudden, Wallington, I think, can smell blood.
Basically, this lap we might see, because he went fastest lap race last race, and now Wallington has done the fastest lap race, and he is over half a second quicker than his previous best lap time this weekend.
Also, look at Wallington, where Wallington has picked up their time is in the second sector, because there's a purple there for Max in sector 1, which is, you've got to say, the power part of the circuit, really, because it's from here round up to the back there, whereas the twisty bits through Corn and the bomb hole and things like that, that is where you can make up your time. So it's the fast sweeping corners where the more experienced Wallington, I say more experienced, Luke hasn't been racing for that long either, actually. He was a rookie with us 2 or 3 years ago. So
oh, okay.
He's, I don't think he's massively experienced, whereas Max, I know, has been doing the ninjas for a few years. So,
well, I can tell you, he's definitely not letting this go.
He wants this one.
Stick there.
He wouldn't mind saying, do you know what, that championship is not going to get handed to you in any place anytime soon.
He really gains on the brakes at Oggies.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's in this time he didn't run wide. Last time he did that, he made an overtake at the same time and ran wide, but this time he's just gained the time without any error on the way out of the corner.
Right, let's have a look on the straight here as they come out of Williams. Oh, he's toe.
He's in the toe.
Is he close enough though? Or is he going to leave it though?
It's going to be enough to do an overtake.
But if he can, let's see if they both go yellow, so nobody's going any quicker there. But if he can position himself like that on the last lap, that's when you've got to think, you know what, I'm going to go for that gap. Let's wait and see. Again, those clouds so threatening over there. Blue sky and sun over here. But he don't have to go very far.
They're coming around Williams. Is he going for the outside overtake?
Too soon.
He is going for the outside overtake. He's rammed it down the inside into Murray's. Whether he'd hold on to it by keeping the drive on the way up, the start from his straight. Let's see.
Has he got a lap too early, or has he got better rubber? Well, Max has now got the hurry-up flag, so Max has got everything in reserve. We're going to see now he closes right up at Richie's.
He really did close up.
He nearly gave him the full Freddie Mercury treatment there, absolutely. Sorry to Mr. Dakin having a great race in third there, and behind them is Halliday, Marsh and Cranston having their own good scrap, but this is a great race in the front. We can't take our eyes off it, barely. Let's see, it's Pierce, then Krabiecki coming across the line, but here come our leaders out of Palmer's once again. The short shoot from Palmer's up towards Agostini. What's going to happen? It's going to be
Wallington, and is Max Hardy looking for the overtake? He closed right up on the brakes, but we can't see.
I don't think he can do it from there. He's too far.
He has.
Where did that come from?
He's rammed that through on the inside of Agostini's, and he's making a break for it now.
That was late. Now we know. Wallington's good at Oggies though. Is he going to repay him straight away? Oh, he gets right on his tail. Can't quite find the gap to go past, but he's going to hold him. Now it's down the straight. This is where Luke is going to do it, down the straight. This is really going to... Well, it's not going to be his last chance because we know how strong he is at Corums from the last pass, of course.
Yeah, it's whether or not actually Max has learned from that and he can go against that happening.
I think Luke might have gone a lap too early there. He should have saved it for this lap, I reckon.
You're right, mate.
I mean, it's easy to say from the comfort of the commentary box. You see a gap, you're going to go for it. I know exactly what it's like in a club race. There's none of this tactics nonsense. Tactics is just another difficult word to spell as far as I'm concerned. Right, here we go then, and it is Max who is leading Luke all the way around.
He's close enough.
He's not as close as he was last time. No. Oh, he's not. He's not. No, managed to get on tippy toes and just see over the roof there. No, I think it's going to be another Hardy victory, but he's fought very hard for that one.
He has had to fight
Fair
for that
play.
one.
No, that was a win. That was a earned win. I am taking nothing away from it.
Fastest lap of the race on the last lap, 54.162.
Oh, yeah, all of a sudden,
Max Hardy.
all of a sudden he found those 54s that we knew he had in him. We didn't think he had any left. So, oh boy. We've got to go a little bit further for the power bike of that record, though. 50.901. Yeah, thank you, AJ. It really is. He really is. He's such a nice guy. That's what's annoying about him. Just to rub it in. No, you can't. You really can't. And he's got a lovely family around him as well. His lovely partner. Won't take anything at all from AJ. Right, let's have a look at the rest of them. This is Dakin who takes the club win, so that's upset Sammy Granson's plans this weekend, but he'll still lead the championship as he goes to the next round, and we don't know if Aaron Dakin is going to come out to play again, but he's really impressed us this weekend. Next up behind him, in making his first serious appearance, I think, this weekend is Jake Marsh. So good effort from Jake to finish in 5th there, just out for the medals, I'm afraid. Sammy Cranson picks up 6 overall, 2nd in the club, and Thaba Kraviecki will finish in 5th